We are here on the defendant's motion to dismiss the no contact order pertaining to the stepfather of the minor child. I have read both the motion, the response, and the reply. Mr. Browning, anything else you'd like to say at this time?
I think that in the two documents I filed, I covered basically everything, but there were two fathers of Miss Jeffrey's children, and since April of 2024, there were two no contact orders pertaining to the minor children. In October at trial with the other father, the no contact order was vacated as a result of the evidentiary hearing. I don't know if vacated is the right word. That would seem to imply it never existed, but it was terminated. That might be a better word. And that did stem from an incident that happened between Ashley and her then boyfriend, now husband. And Your Honor, it's a long time for a no contact order. As referee Komet said in a different hearing, a no contact order is not intended to last forever, and it's 2026 now.
Mr. Arnson.
Thank you, Your Honor. What happened in the other case, I think it's Brown versus Palmer or Palmer versus Brown. We don't know. Mr. Gesser was a witness. He was in the courtroom for a brief moment in that case. We don't know ultimately what Judge DeLange ruled or why he ruled what he did. It's my understanding, and you can ask Mr. Browning, that the new no contact order, the vacating of it, there's still some stipulations in place, some limitations, and you can ask Mr. Browning about that. I don't know the details. It's my understanding. The interesting thing here is this is a different case, and this has its own case history. Your Honor, I think it was back in 2019, there was a knockdown, drag-out evidentiary hearing in this matter, and that's the case in which Mr. Gessner obtained custody, the primary physical custody of the minor child. During that hearing, the referee took Mrs. Jeffrey to task for putting relationships with bad individuals, in favor of her relationship with the child. Now, this is back in 2019. Additionally, in this case, we had a previous no contact order between Mr. Jeffrey and the minor child in 2022. That was lifted in part because a motion was filed in which Mrs. Jeffrey obtained a bunch of affidavits, and one of them was, interestingly, Darrell Brown, saying that, yeah, Mr. Jeffrey's a good guy, he's fine. So ultimately, that no contact order was lifted subsequently. Then we have the incident which occurred in 2024. And that was, it either is Mrs. Jeffrey was lying and called the police and called all these other people and lied about domestic violence, or domestic violence occurred and it gets swept under the rug like it didn't happen later. No charges were filed, nothing. But we know there was a 911 call. We know there was a police report. We know that other people were reached out about this domestic violence. So we're looking at the passage of time being the only thing, I guess, positive. Nothing's happened since 2024 with this alleged incident. We don't know that for a fact. We're taking the defendant at her word here. But to me, the time with the no contact order would have been a good time for Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey to work on the relationship. There doesn't seem to be any evidence there that they did. There is, in the reply, there's a reference to a 26-week batterer's course. I'd be interested to know when that occurred. Did it occur after 2024? Is there a certificate or a letter proving that? And also, Your Honor, Mr. Gessler's response, we're not saying that we want her to have more parenting time with the child. It doesn't seem like there would have been an excellent time for her to really improve her relationship with her child, spend more one-on-one time with her child. And it doesn't seem like that happened. That was a concern that the child brought to Mr. Gessner on a couple occasions. So, Your Honor, I understand that a no contact order between a husband and wife when there's a minor child involved could be troubling and problematic to some degree with scheduling, but where's the evidence that these parties have worked on the relationship? Where's the evidence that either a lie to the police or future domestic violence is not going to happen again? So that's what we would like to see before any removal of a third party no contact order. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Browning?
Thank you. Mr. Jeffrey did go through a 26-week course, which was completed before the trial, which did involve the aforementioned Darrell Brown as the opposing party. And you know, Mr. Gessner and Mr. Brown are clearly in contact with each other regularly. I mean, they both applied for no contact orders in April of 24, so it's a little bit disingenuous to say that they have no idea what were the results of the previous trial. It's also a matter of court record they could have looked up at any time, but I do think that Mr. Arnson's client knows exactly what the results of that trial were. So he
Let me
has,
ask you, can I ask a question? When was that Batterer's course completed? What was the date?
I don't have the exact date, but it was completed prior to October of 2025. Ashley, do you know when I thought I turned in
Was it
that.
after the 2024 incident?
Yes.
Oh, yes, entirely
Okay,
after. It
okay,
was
thank you.
begun.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I don't need to know the exact date. Thank you.
You're welcome. And so I would hardly say that this was swept under the rug without any consequence. I mean, they've endured almost 2 years of a no contact order in which Mr. Jeffrey would live outside the home with his friend for a week while the children that he had no contact orders against would be present. They've demonstrated the strength of their relationship by subsequently getting married and going through that entire process from April of 2024 until now, the present time. They're still doing it with the weekends with Mr. Gessner's child is with Ashley. And so I think that testifies greatly to the strength of the relationship and the work they've done on it. Mr. Jeffrey also is a sports coach, and he has had to undergo extensive background checks annually in order to coach the three sports, I think, baseball, wrestling, maybe football, that he coaches in Lakeview. And he also has, as my brief said, or my motion said, several children of his own. He doesn't share any with Ashley Jeffrey, but he has 6, 4 of which are naturally his, 2 of which he acts as a father to. And so I think
sorry, I'm going to interrupt you one more time.
Okay.
What were the stipulations in the other case regarding, if my understanding from what
Yes.
Mr. Arnson said is that there were the no contact order was lifted, but there were stipulations to that or
Right.
conditions.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jeffrey was not allowed to spend more than an hour with the minor child without anyone else present. So he could have up to 1 hour of just him and the minor child, and that would be a period of 6 months, which there have not been violations to my understanding, and that 6 months would end in April.
Okay, and is that his minor child?
No, not his
Okay,
own.
all right. So, all right, okay, all right. I want to make sure there's lots of moving pieces here.
Right, yes.
So I'm going to cut right to the chase. I will grant the motion to remove the no contact order, but I will indicate that the conditions are the same as what were provided in the other case. Just keep them parallel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Could we request proof of the completion?
Absolutely. Yes.
We would like that in order that they will provide us with that.
Yes, I intended to say that.
Thank you.
So a copy of this, provide Mr. Arnson with a copy of the certificate of completion of the Batterer's program and the date, that it was completed.
Okay.
Okay. Anything further?
No, thank you. I'll write the order, obviously.